Welcome everyone. So I've been getting a lot of questions in regards the meaning of my tattoos, and I've been thinking about it because when you do a tattoo, you don't do it for others, right? You're not doing it for to get asked, "Oh, what does it mean?" You do it for yourself. It has a meaning for you. However, this tattoo, I wanted to make this special video because I think the meaning of this is very relative in today's society. It's very beneficial, and I think a lot of you guys are going to appreciate it, especially those that have been asking me about it. So as I hope that you can see it well. You can see that it is a cross that intertwines, right? That it all of the paths are connected. Look at it. All of the lines are connected to each other. All of them. And then you have 4 dots. This is a cross that it comes from many different cultures. You can call it the cross of Quetzalcoatl or of Toltecayotl, whatever you wish to call it. I think all paths intertwine, and that's exactly the point of this tattoo. We are all divided into different paths. Some of us pay attention more to one, then other people pay attention more to the other one. And some people feel like they're being drawn to one specific path, one specific direction. But the truth of this is that they are all lead to the same, the center. It's all the same. No matter where you go, eventually you'll go to another path and then to another one. Whether you go up, you will go down. Whether you go left, you will go right. It's the same. They're all connected. So these 4 paths, they form a part of who we are, right? They form a part of who we are, and they form a part of being a human being, or even beyond that, our essence, our existence. To be fully, truly a whole, full being, we have to stay in touch with these 4 paths. One of them can be understood as being the coatl, right? Or being the path that keeps us grounded. The thing that keeps us grounded, and it's just about surviving and just being able to feel confident to live on a daily basis, to get our food, to be able to connect with another human being, and just being right, being able to survive and live. Most people, they just rely on their instincts. It's just survival and replication. That's it. And if you're not connected to that, you're not going to be able to have a strong foundation to reach out different paths, right? So this is a very important one. Remember, all of them, they are connected. It's not that one is more important than the other one. So the path going downwards, it's a path that will keep you grounded. The path that will connect you to your instincts, to earth, to your animal basic needs, right? Because you are part of nature. You are an animal, if that makes sense. But then we are being also drawn onto upwards, right? I'm not gonna name any, because in my culture they call it Quetzalcoatl, or this is Coatl, and then when you go upwards you become Quetzal, which is a beautiful bird. But in order for this video to make sense, when we go upwards, the path that follows upwards, it means that it is the spiritual path. It is when you no longer deal with survival and replication. You understand that you're not the body, and you're not even the mind. You are something that was, is, and forever will be. Something that cannot be created nor destroyed. You are a timeless energy, ageless, right? And when you connect with the spiritual, with the divine, with higher frequencies, with higher dimensions, with your higher self, then you begin to understand the bigger picture, the full picture. And then maybe you laugh of the things that keep you here on earth, right? Like, oh, how am I gonna get the money to pay the bills? You're like, man, there is something greater and bigger than all of these things that I'm worrying about right now. However, it's not just that path, because right now we're living in this third dimension with this physical being, with this mind, right? So, again, you are being reminded that you are still part of this earth, right? You still need to be grounded, because a lot of people get lost in the spiritual world, and at least they think that they are spiritual, but it's just for their fucking ego, because they think that they have reached a higher dimension, and then they start to, lose it, literally. They don't know how to interact with other people anymore. They don't know how to live in this world. And I think that's very fucking stupid. I don't know if you agree with me, but the moment the scale goes to just one side, you're not balanced. And again, this is a reminder that it's all the same. You should all of them intertwine, all of them connect. So you can't be just about survival, but you can't be just about spirituality. You have to be centered. Then we are reminded of also we have polarities, the left and the right, feminine and masculine, tonal and nawal, Shiva and Shakti, whatever you wish to call it, yin and yang. When you operate just with the masculine basically means everything that can be perceived. It's about action driven. It's about the material world. It's about getting things done. That is the right path, right? And we must take action in this world. We can't just be about, I'm only about thinking, and I'm only about emotions. You have to take actions in order for you to create the reality that you want. Because that's right, you have the power, the right path, this side. You are reminded that you can create your own reality, right? You are able, you have that power within you. You have the power of creation, and you can transform yourself and transform the reality that surrounds you based on how you perceive it. But you need to take certain actions. So the right path reminds you of that, or reminds us of that. Taking action, getting shit done, right? Being very action driven, being, I'm gonna, driven and moving forward. Being confident and being strong, getting shit done. And then if you are only about that, then you are out of balance. And you will not be able to connect with another human being. You will become very dominant. You will not be able to cooperate. And then that's when a lot of the issues starts to happen. Why? Because then it's all about me. You become selfish. It's all about what I say. It's all about what I think, what I believe. And if you don't resonate with what I say, and if there's something different about you that I don't like because we don't vibe, you're doing something different. Maybe I'm all about brown power, right? I'm all about being Latino, and if you're white, fuck you. If you're black, fuck you. If you're yellow, fuck you. If you're purple, fuck you. Like, no, I'm all about me. That's leading towards the right path, the masculine, too much. That's why you make a turn and then you go to the left side. The left side is the feminine. It's the intuition. It is all about here, this type of intelligence. It's about connecting, right? It's about the unseen. The things that you cannot see, but they are always there. Maybe your emotions, maybe your intuitions, right? The energies. All of these things is they are very important in our life, especially now because it's out of balance. We think right now, when the moment we start thinking about or talking about femininity, it's out of balance. People start thinking some crazy shit, and for the most part, people tend to think about it in a weak position, like feminine or the left side is being weak, and it has nothing to do with it. Without the feminine side, you wouldn't even be able to communicate, right? You would be still operating on a fucking Neanderthal, like an animal, like a very survival, making noises, ooga ooga. So the left side allows you to be to be sharp and to be very intelligent, right? In all forms of intelligence, not just the mind, not just the brain. And also, it allows you to take in certain things. It allows you to stay open and not just try to dominate everyone around you. Because if you are a very sharp tool all the time, even though you want to help another human being, but you are trying to say hello to another person with a sharp tool, with a knife, the moment you say hello, you're gonna poke them and you're gonna make them bleed. So the left side allows you to be more receptive, and you have to be receptive in life. You have to be able to be to adapt, right? The ability to adapt. Those that adapt are the ones that are stronger. The strongest people, the strongest species are the ones that adapt, not the ones that are very rigid. No, the left side reminds us of being, from time to time you need to bend a little bit. Not to say that you're gonna stop being yourself or lose yourself in the process. You just bend a little bit and you shift your approach, but the goal is the same, but then maybe you need to adapt, you need to shift your approach onto the things that you want, right? But again, if you just focus on the left side, then you don't do shit. You don't do anything. You're all about, you get lost in the intuitions and, oh, what's your sign? Oh no, I can't make any business with you because your sign goes against me, and you know what I'm talking about. You've seen people like that, right? Or maybe you need to eat, you need to defend yourself, you need to go out and make business, you need to do something, you need to take action. But because you don't feel it, you don't vibe with it, then you only think about yourself. You get lost in that as well. You become selfish as well. Because, oh no, I don't vibe with this person, so I will not make any business with him. Oh, I don't feel like it today, My emotions today are telling me, my intuitions are telling me that today is a day to just relax, stay at home. Or my intuitions today are telling me to go out there and have fun and my intuitions today are telling me to be grateful. No. You are an emotional nutcase. And you are being carried away by emotions, by these energies. That's why you need the stability with the right side as well. Because when you are action driven, you are reminded that it's not about you. It's about the action itself. So it's about the balance between all these four paths. And none of them is more important than the other one. And this is a daily battle as well. This also reminds you of La Batalla Florida. I don't know how to say it in English. The flower battle. It's a battle that we have within ourselves every single day about the decisions that we're going to take, the words that we're going to use, the emotions that we're going to feel, how we're going to live our lives on a daily basis. Sometimes it escapes us, but also we need to remind ourselves that this is a daily process, right? You can't say that, oh, I made it, I'm in the middle every single day. Sometimes you find yourself in the middle and you feel so good because you are in the midst of it all. You are very, very centered. But it's very hard to keep that frequency. That's why when you go up, you just have to remember that you will go down. And when you are down, you will have to remember that you will go left. And when you are left, you'll have to remember that you will go right. And it is a process. That's life. That's the roller coaster, and it's really beautiful, right? So that's the meaning of this tattoo, and it's a daily reminder. When I see it, the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, I'm reminded of the center, what I'm supposed to do. And it means some other stuff as well. It has some other meaning, but already this is a very long video, 13 minutes, goddamn. So if you finished watching all this video, I appreciate you. Be the best version of yourself, and remember to stay centered, and remember that this is a daily process. Okay, just because you do it once does not mean that you're gonna continue to do it every single day. You need to create certain lifestyles, rituals, habits that will keep you centered, and also remember that you need to use all of these four paths, all of these four dots, right? It's not just one. It's not just the one that you like. It's not just the one that I'm telling you. It's all of them. You use all of them to be a full-fledged human being, a fully developed human being, right? That is the blessing and the curse that we have as a species and as a full being, all right, my friends? So with that, I'm going to leave you. Be the best version of yourself, and I will see you on the next one.